Here at ETBU, each of the sports teams gets to go on a mission trip every 3 years, and this year it was beach volleyball's turn to go on our mission trip, and so we worked with an organization called ISF, International Sports Federation, and they helped us pick out a place that was going to be good, that we could serve, and that needed some help. And then they found some awesome activities for us to do that were just kind of like tailored to our expertise, our gifts and talents. I didn't know anything about Honduras, to be honest. I've never been to South America at all. So I didn't know much. I didn't know about kind of like the situation we were stepping in or what it looked like, how the people lived there. The culture over there is so welcoming. It's very family oriented. All of the people look after each other. They're very joyful people. They're very happy people. And there were several beautiful moments on the trip where the kids just like swarmed us and like were hugging us because they were just so happy to see us. So our welcome was pretty amazing. Definitely the highlights of the trip is that we got to serve the youth over there. So we did that by actually hosting a volleyball camp on the island, and we had taught the kids some volleyball skills, but we mainly just got to let them play, and we got to pour into them. We got to do some devotionals with them, feed them, and then later on we got to serve families that lived at the local dump. There is a ministry over there. They call it the Dump Ministry. And basically we hosted them for a Christmas service. We had Christmas gifts for the kids, and we also had food for the families for Christmas dinner. We were there for a total of 8 days, I believe. The experience I took away with me was life-changing. It showed me so much about gratitude. The people over there were so grateful for everything that they got, everything that they received. But beyond that, beyond just their joy to receive, they gave so much. And honestly, we went to pour into them and we went to serve them, and we all stepped away feeling more poured into, more loved than we have in ever.
My experience was really amazing. Like Katie was saying, we got poured into, but we also got to pour into a lot of the kids and adults, and even some kids our own age, which is really cool to see. And just the island was beautiful, so that was just cool to experience as well. I knew that it was a big cruise port. Other than that, I just knew it was a big tropical island, a lot of tourism, but other than that, I didn't really know much. Walking through the airport was really cool. We got to see, there was a lot of people there, I guess, waiting to welcome family, but I think they just weren't used to seeing, I guess, so many people like us there, and all at once it was just like one big group walking through the middle of the airport, and it was kind of cool to see and just kind of get a glimpse of that. And a lot of the families were so welcoming. A lot of mothers letting us hold like their baby or their infants, and that was really cool to see that they were just so trusting without even knowing who we were. But that was just so cool to see how they interact with us. And yeah.
And one thing y'all got to play volleyball with the kids. Tell me about playing volleyball with them.
Yeah, that was really fun. We did a camp, and in the mornings we did, I think it was ages 9 through 13, and then in the afternoons we did, I think 17 through 19. But there was kids of all ages, and the younger ones mainly just wanted to kind of run around with the balls and kick and throw, and some of them wanted to learn, but just seeing them having so much joy, just even us, not even playing with us, just like being around us and getting to visit with us. And then a lot of the older kids actually were really good at volleyball, and so we got to play with them some, and that was really cool to see, because it's just like there were a lot of boys, and they were really good, and it was really a lot of talent, so we got to play with them a lot, and that was fun too. It was definitely an eye-opening and life-changing experience. I would be really happy if I got to do something like that again, because it really just opened all of our eyes, and as well as our team dynamic. We got to spend a lot of time together as a team, and we definitely grew a lot closer in our faith, or just friendship as well. But getting to serve others alongside your teammates as well is something that's really special. I'm really glad we got to do that.
It was awesome. So I'm a transfer, so this is my first year at ETBU, and getting to choose ETBU and go on this mission trip was a big part of my decision, and just helped me along the way. And I got so lucky that my first year here is the year that we go on a mission trip, so I got to bond with all these girls that are new to me, and we're all pretty new to each other, so getting to bond with coaches and staff and players and all that was just amazing. It's formed a bond that we really won't forget. We honestly didn't. We were expecting a lot of like open arms and like a lot of hugs and gratitude, but we just really didn't truly understand like the extent that it was going to go to. We just felt so loved as soon as we stepped foot on the ground, and they just poured out so much love to us and we poured out so much love to them. So it was just a good connection. When we got there, we did the volleyball camp, so we did lots of like hands-on actual volleyball with the kids there. We got to play with and like against like a team that was there, and having that universal connection that we had, like we both shared volleyball together, and that was just a really great thing that you don't really take into consideration. You don't realize that we spoke the same language. We played volleyball the same way, and we got to connect and bond through them. The mothers there with their kids were just so welcoming with us. Like I got to personally talk to the moms and give them devotions, and other kids, like more of our girls got to just love on their babies and just hold them and play with them and just give them so much attention and love. And it was just really great to see that, like touching everybody in that moment, like getting to love everyone. It was a bit scary at first, I think, for all of us. We were unsure of what to expect and like how to actually share specifically. Like we didn't know what maybe exactly we were doing, so we were kind of going with the flow, and all the girls, every single one of us, like took the opportunity so well, and the Lord really spoke through us to these people, to these kids, and we just followed what the Lord told us, and I think we executed every single bit of his plan. Every single like expectation like was just kind of broken for us and for them, I believe. Like Katie said, it really filled our cups so much. Like we didn't expect to be poured into as much as we were, but they just taught us probably more than we taught them, just so much gratitude and so much community within them, and how much they just show love in every single way. It was just amazing. So we talked about that a lot, of like we're probably going to take more from this than like we gave. Like we gave everything we had, but it was just amazing what we got in return.
I was super excited. I actually had the opportunity to go with the indoor team 2 years ago to Chile, and I was just waiting for the year that beach got to go, and so was really excited that it was this year with this group. We've got 18 incredible girls on the team this year, and so was really excited that everything fell in place to where this was the year that we were going, and knew that it was going to be life-changing, not only for the girls as individuals but for the team as a whole.
Was there anything that you prepped them with ahead of time about the trip ahead of time?
Yeah, we did some discipleships, just talking about like preparing our hearts, and we met a couple times a week before we left, just kind of talking about what to expect down there. We got to have a Zoom call with one of the pastors down there, and he kind of just explained some of the things that we would be doing, some of the like demographics and stuff down there, the types of people we would be serving, and so getting to hear about that was really like exciting, just to kind of know what we were getting into down there, but obviously nothing can fully prepare you for when you get off the bus and are swarmed by 20 kids just wanting hugs and all of that. So we had a lot of preparation, but also just a lot of excitement just getting to see what happened down there. It is very different. Definitely, we had a lot of conversations as a team. It was, right before Christmas, and the girls were like, I don't even need anything for Christmas at this point, because they got so much love from down there. But just getting to see the way a different culture lives was really made the girls appreciative for everything that they have, but also change kind of their perspective going into this season, and they talked so much about just wanting to, like, love was a huge word of the week, and just how much the kids like loved on us, we were able to love on them, and just making sure, like, going into this season they really want to be rooted in love and just support with each other and everything like that. Every night in the evenings we had team time, and it was kind of just a day to debrief on the day and just talk about things that happened and all of that. And so for almost an hour and a half every night, I just kind of asked them, is there anything that happened today that stood out to y'all? And they just talked for hours on end, and I couldn't even get a word in because they just kept going. And they were really intentional, not only with the kids that we served, but with each other, as far as noticing what stood out about others that they did well that day, and they were giving each other shout outs and things like that. And then they also all had the opportunity to share their testimonies with the team. So we did like 4 or 5 a night, and that, you know, getting to know what your teammates went through, and different things like that was really eye-opening, and obviously grows you together just as a person and as a team and all of that. Getting to see their faith, I mean, they are on fire for the Lord, and we had a lot of opportunities to do devotionals and things like that within like the camp settings and just the different activities that we did, but they went above and beyond. We had one afternoon where we went ziplining, and they intentionally went out of their way to go pray for our zipline like leaders and stuff that took us on the trip. And then we went shopping one evening, just got to hang out, go get some souvenirs and things like that. And a couple of the girls spent an hour and a half talking to a lady just about her faith story. We had a couple girls that stopped and prayed for strangers on the street, and so they, you know, were very intentional with seeking out ways to share the gospel outside of just the devotional opportunities that they were given.